Before starting the paving operation, the leveling system must be installed on the machine when the power is off. First of all, arrange the cables on the relevant position of the machine. Connect the female plug with 10 holes of W cable to the 10-pin socket on the side shield. Connect one end of the W cable to the handset. Loosen the screw used to tighten bracket cup. Move half part of the cup up to expose the flange inside it. Mount the snap connector onto the cup. Make sure the groove on snap connector fit well with the flange inside the cup of bracket. Tighten the screw. This is the grade sensor, G224, with a large display on the wide side of it, and a small display on the narrow side of it. Attach the reference bail to the sensor. Mount the sensor into the snap connector by retracting the outer cover of it. When you dismantle the sensor, need to retract the outer cover of snap connector, then take the sensor off. For ground mode, position the sensor parallel to the driving direction with this small display orientated towards the operator. Adjust the support arm until the sensor height is approximately 400 mm to the reference. Connect another end of W cable to the G224. For strigline mode, press the green button to make the display lights up. Position the sensor perpendicular to the driving direction with the large display oriented towards the operator. Adjust the sensor towards inside or outside to the machine to make sure the green lights are at both sides of the sensor. This is the slope sensor, S298, with two sockets used to connect cables to the handsets closer to them. These two holes on the bracket are used to fix the slope sensor. Mount slope sensor on the crossbeam over the screed. Connect the last end of W cable to the slope sensor. Set the speed potentiometer of engine to 1,600 rounds per minute. Set the travel speed potentiometer to 0 position. Push the joystick forward and set the leveling mode switch on the remote control to auto position. Use the arrows of handset to toggle the toe point to the right level. When mat thickness, slope is correct, press CAL to set the reference level, set point, and manual mode. Press auto to enter auto mode. The value in the top screen will be 0. The system will now take control of the machine hydraulics, and maintain the level of toe point constant relative to the set point. The up and down arrows will change the mat thickness. When the sensor is unable to measure the reference, and send the value to handset. There are 3 different types of errors that the operator can encounter. Red arrows flash simultaneously when reference bail is missing. Green bar and red arrows flash when no handset is connected. The red arrows flash alternately when target is out of range. The HS301 controls the movement of the hydraulic toe point by sending a series of electrical impulse to the solenoid valve. To obtain accurate control effect, the duration of the minimum pulse must be adjusted to match the hydraulic valve. When the HS301 is used on a particular PEVA for the first time, the minimum pulse must be adjusted to an optimal value before startup. This optimal minimum pulse value is different from PEVA to PEVA, and in some cases, it is even different from left side to right side of the same PEVA. So, it is recommended to mark the handsets to denote them, which side of PEVA should be mounted. HS301 on-off minimum pulse can be adjusted in the interval 1 millisecond to 150 milliseconds. Empirical value for Dynapack PEVA, 60 to 70 milliseconds. Start the engine. Warming up the engine and hydraulic system. Set the engine speed at working RPM, 1,600 to 2,200 rounds per minute. Put the drive speed potentiometer at 0 speed, to avoid machine move forward fast during setting. Move drive lever forward to activate the auto leveling mode. Set the toggle switch of leveling mode on remote control to auto mode. Set the pointer connecting with leveling cylinder to the middle position of scale plate at both sides. Make sure the handset is in manual mode. Switch to minimum pulse setting by simultaneous pressing mode and man, then the top display shows the value of minimum pulse, the bottom display shows the UL. Increase value by pressing up arrow until the toe point starts to move up and down. Then decrease the minimum pulse valve by pressing down arrow stepwise, while sensing the movement of cylinder rod by hand. When the movement of cylinder rod is only just noticeable, increase the pulse value by 1. Save minimum pulse value by pressing mode. During daily operation, it may be necessary to adjust sensitivity. Wix how fast the system reacts to change in grade, slope measured by a sensor. Fast hydraulics require a lower sensitivity value. A change in paving speed can require an adjustment in sensitivity. It is recommended to place the grade sensor aligned with the auger, and adjust sensitivity for this placement to the paving speed. This recommendation on sensor position is based on a paving speed of 512 km per hour. Sensitivity can be adjusted in the interval 0.0 to